चालू कर.
Welcome on National Doctors Day 2020. The theme of this year is Lessen the Mortality of COVID-19. Friends, you will be interested to know why National Doctors Day is celebrated. First of all, I bring you greetings from the medical fraternity of Raigad and Navi Mumbai. National Doctors Day is celebrated in the memory of this great gentleman, a doctor, B.C. Roy. He was a doctor who felt the pulse of nation, an eminent Indian physician, educationist, philanthropist, freedom fighter, and politician. Such a fantastic and multifaceted personality who had the same date of birth as well as same date of death. He was born in Bankipur in Bihar. Unfortunately, lost his mother at the age of 14. Father became jobless when he was pursuing his medical career. But during his childhood, he came across an inscription that read, "Whatever thy hands find to do, do it with the might." Or never say die. That was his spirit in doing all the actions at all the personalities and aspects of his life. And he completely imbibed into his work. His medical journey started Medical College of Calcutta. Thereafter, for a short duration, he joined the government provincial health service. Colonel Lukes was his mentor. He insisted him that he should study abroad to the best institute and come back to India to serve the nation. And he must share his name with the big wigs of medicine in the world. And for that, this was the only institute, St. Bartholomew's Hospital in central London. This was one of the best rated institute established in 1123, and it had a fantastic reputation. Look at the people who have been trained in this institute. William Harvey, and so many names which we see in our medical textbooks. At the St. Bart's, he was refused admission, being an Asian. He persisted. He attempted 30 times and finally the dean gave in. For the gap in between the educational expenses, he worked as a nurse. He had no shame of working as a nurse, even being a doctor. He was awarded both MRCP and FRCS in mid 1911, sorry. A rare accomplishment as suggested and appreciated by Dean Dr. Shore. He personally congratulated Dr. Roy and at the same time he apologized him. He said, "Dear Dr. Roy, I am really ashamed of my conduct in not admitting you into this institution when you came first to me. I would in future admit any student who obtains a letter of introduction from you without any question." In short, Dr. B.C. Roy had a blank check to admit any student of his choice in this prestigious institute. Any institute is considered what are the notable alumni. And you look at this name, William Harvey, and the last name, Dr. B.C. Roy. So he proved to the mentor's satisfaction that he will train in the best institute, but he will come back to the country. He was a faculty in Calcutta Medical College, Campbell Medical School in 1911. And then after, he never stopped. He organized medical education, established the best medical centers in Kolkata. In 1935, he was awarded Fellowship of Royal Society of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene and 1940 Fellowship of American Society of Chest Physicians. He was the IMA National President and first elected Indian President of Medical Council, that is MCI. Look at the institutes: Jadavpur TB Hospital, Chittaranjan Seva Sadan, Kamala Nehru Hospital, Chittaranjan Cancer Hospital. All the best medical centers in Kolkata are his brainchilds. He was a very astute politician. He never succumbed to the pressure. Started as a member of Brahmo Samaj, he entered politics in 1925, and in the first phase only, he defeated Grand Old Man of Bengal, Surendranath Chatterjee, in one of the municipal elections of Kolkata. Then after, he never looked back. 1928, he was in the Congress committee. He was a good friend of Gandhiji and his doctor too. He played a prominent role in selection of national anthem. His another friend's name was Subhash Chandra Bose. On the advice of Gandhiji's, he accepted the position of Chief Minister of Bengal in 1942. Unfortunately, Bengal that time was torn by communal violence, severe food shortages, increasing unemployment, and a huge flow of refugees after partition who occupied the land of West Bengal. But this gentleman, a very good administrator, systematically worked out on the immense task in front of him. Within a period of 3 years, law and order and the community returned to Bengal. In addition, he established 5 new industrial cities. Kalyani Nagar is one amongst them. It has got a separate story by itself. There are so many honors. He is called as a true architect of modern Bengal. In 1942, he was a Vice Chancellor of University of Calcutta, then President of National Council of Education, established Ravind Bharati University, IIT Kharagpur. He was awarded Doctorate of Science, one of the highest degree by the university. He was offered to be the governor of Uttar Pradesh in 1947, but he opted for Bengal service, and on insistence of Mahatma Gandhi, on 23rd January 1948, he became Chief Minister. In Lucknow Indian Science Congress, he was president, and in 1961, he was awarded the highest civilian award of Bharat Ratna on February 4th. There are not many things which he did for Kolkata, not only for Kolkata municipality, but for Bengal. The mayor of Kolkata Corporation and expanded free education, medical aid, better roads, lighting, water supply. He was a fellow of Kolkata University. He was a prolific writer and observer. He has written 2 very good books and was editor of Kolkata Medical Journal from 1922 for 7 years. He was very close to Mahatma Gandhi. Whenever Mahatma Gandhi used to fast, he used to be the doctor and used to communicate with the international press in meetings like this. He had friends on international scales too. Here you can see Nikolai Bulganin and Nikita Khrushchev with Dr. Rai. They were so impressed by his clinical skills and abilities that he was invited to Moscow to see the bigwigs of Communist Party, and they had offered him this state-of-the-art best plane of that time. But Dr. B.C. Rai politely refused it and said, "You please equip my medical college with best of your Russian equipments," and they readily agreed. He had friends on the other side of the Atlantic also. President John F. Kennedy, when he suffered from backache, was evaluated by Dr. B.C. Roy, and with the treatment Dr. B.C. Roy gave him, he became completely all right, and he was aware of the reputation as a physician by name Dr. B.C. Roy. So friends, a brilliant academician, an eminent physician, doctor to his heart, erudite scholar, astute politician, strict disciplinarian, patriot to the core, and one of the builders of modern India was Dr. B.C. Roy. He was a very simple person. He used to stay in this house. There, like any other general practitioners of Navi Mumbai, he had a clinic where he used to see his patients. And it was the fateful day of 1st July 1962 when he attended to his patients and affairs of the state. The house where he was staying, he is already gifted to the state government and was labeled as Agor Kamini Devi Hospital. His last patient left by around 1 o'clock, and this waiting hall was empty. He finished all his state duties and around 3 o'clock breathed his last in the same place where he was working. Friends, Dr. B.C. Roy was one of the person who served the nation till the end of his life. At the same time, he had a very peculiar thing in his life. Like Gautam Buddha, Vidhan also breathed his last to the same calendar date on which he was born. Shakespeare was another such personality. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, President of India, in fact, he had come to Kolkata to preside over his birthday celebration, was decreed by fate to preside over his funeral. This was the life and work of the legacy of Dr. B.C. Roy, the Karma Yogi doctor who lives for an eternity. Friends, let us observe National Doctors Day to remember this person and do best to our society so as to reduce the mortality of COVID-19 in 2020. Thank you very much.